TAT, the Astonishing Tribe, develops mobile user interfaces for over 250 million devices worldwide. Speaking to their CEO, she told me how Apple, and now Palm with its new WebOS, have raised the bar, making it much more difficult for other handset manufacturers to compete in UIs.
The bar is constantly raised. Apple brought out something that put the bar on a completely different level than where it had been before with other vendors. Then Palm comes out and again raises the bar, bumps it up quite a bit. It's a beautiful device out there. And that is where what the handset vendors have to fight with and cope with is the fact that they come from a background within the industry. And they have their legacy code, they have users out there that are used to seeing their phones in a particular way, they're used to a certain experience. And the challenge is then obviously to get into a new paradigm, look at, so what shall we do now that the bar is raised? How are we going to cope with that based on what we already have and make that all fit together?
Why do you think that there are so many iPhone copycats, and why is no one thinking outside of the iPhone box?
It is really hard. I mean, that is the human being has a difficulty thinking outside of a box that you're in. I think that it's not more difficult than that. Of course, to that comes as well the limitations that the industry is suffering from. I mean, OSs are limited, technology is limited, the processes within the company, how do they work with design and engineering, how well do they get designers and engineers to work together. These are difficult obstacles to create when you are creating a good user experience in the phone.
What is TAT doing to overcome some of these challenges?
Well, we provide a software that makes it easier to create the UI, both in terms of getting a lot of performance out of the hardware and also in building the actual UI, to build it in a seamless way, to not have to rebuild if you change platforms. We separate form from function in that you have the application logic can live on its own. When you change the UI, you only change the UI, you don't change the logic in the application. That makes a big difference for the vendor that wants to customize the devices for different target groups and want to do so without having to spend a lot of time.